Hey everybody, how we doing? Hello. Oh, wow, it's dark. I need to get that up. How's everybody doing? Hello. Get that up out of the way as well. That's a bit dark. There we go. And we need to restart the painting one. There we go. How's everybody doing? How is everybody? Hello Henster. Hello Pixel and Pershal. Pixel, Pershal and the Hendy. How is everybody doing? How is everyone doing? That's all okay. Get that in focus. Yeah, that's fine. Yo Hendy, how you doing? Have I got my TSN list ready yet? No, I've not written it. I've still not written it. It's just whatever models I've got painted. So I need to. What do I need to paint? I need to paint some characters. I need to start painting some characters. So, Leaf Priest, Tomb Prince, that sort of stuff. I do have a Khalida which was almost done. I need to paint a Leech Priest for something. Well, not for something. I need to paint a Leech Priest. But yeah, have you? I'm guessing you've got all yours slap chopped, handy chopped. Spiffing Chris, nice. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, dude. I am good. Having some fun painting some Raven Guard at the moment. It's great fun. These are looking really cool. And we are going with the red eyes. Everybody who said blue eyes is wrong. Everybody who said blue eyes is wrong. We're doing red eyes. Can we get that? There we go. That's a bit better. TSM, best venue. Woohoo! Just need to finish the baggage train. Oh shit, I need to make a baggage train as well. Yeah, I haven't converted a baggage train. How do I do a Tomb King baggage train? I'll have to do something cool with a Egyptian mummy carrying thing or. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice cuppa. That's a nice cuppa today. There we go. Right. So yeah, we're going to do some. We're going to finish off adding all the details and everything to the other 10 of these, so they're all ready for the brown stage, which will be really, really cool. Pile of bones and canoptic jars. Yeah. I'll find some bone. Maybe I can 3D print a load of bones. That might be quite cool. 3D print a load of bones and then just have a pile of bones. And I've got some bones spare from the bone dragon, so I could have some larger bones and skulls and stuff on there as well. That could work. What's your baggage train? Are you taking dwarfs or Bretonians? I can't remember. I think it's dwarfs. I think you're taking dwarfs. Are you taking the Highland dwarfs? Is that right? These look so fucking cool. They look so fucking cool. Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing about these. They look great. Dwarfs, yeah. There were too many bones in 2 sentences. That was too many bones in 2 sentences. Just be happy Tari's not here, because Tari would be giggling away when I say bone giant and bone dragon. You're not allowed to use the word bone for the rest of the day. Well, how am I supposed to read out your messages if I can't say bone when you're typing bone all the time? There we go. There's the you're a dick marine. Yes, you're a dick. So I think they're looking pretty cool. I love the bases. I absolutely love the bases. I don't know why I like the bases quite so much as I do, but they have just come out perfectly. There we go. Super cool. Looks super good. Mine's a gyrocopter carrying a cannon. What, your baggage train? Amazing. We'll post a whip. The base is bone coloured. The base is bone coloured. Hence why the skull just kind of fades into obscurity on the base. I need to drop some darker shade into the eye sockets. Yeah, I think they look fab. I think they look fab. Is that the one with the brass? No, this one's not the one with the brass. That's the one with the brass. So we redid that yesterday. There's a brass rod. So that's all nice and solid, which is great. And then of course we've got the deliverers as well, which is cool. Well, a gyro bomber. A gyrocopter carrying a cannon, so a gyro bomber carrying. Yo, Avian, how are you? How are you? Fantastic. Is everything okay? How's everybody's day going? And we've got the veteran sergeant there with a white shoulder pad. And he's very, very much over. Oh dear. Put a bit too much. He had a bit of a bleed. So he's got a bit too much concrete on his feet, but that'll be okay. We'll just cover that with some pigment powder. That's what I mean to say. So Chris, what do you put core on the back banner? Core. What's core? What do you mean core? What? As in just write core on the back banner? Check the stream gallery. Ooh. No, this is mine. This is mine, Pershaw. I'm dead excited. Finally found my way into Horus Heresy. Yeah, so I've got Raven Guard and Night Lords. I've just added up and got out all the stuff I've got for Horus Heresy and just started kind of putting it all together. Yes, right, core. Right, let's go have a quick look. Do you know who chose the Raven Guard and went full Poe on them? Do we know who chose the Raven Guard and went full Poe on them? What? I do not understand. Like Edgar Allan Poe? I have Sons of Horus and Starting Demons. Oh, sweet! So I've got Raven Guard and Night Lords. But the Night Lords are... So, all the infantry I have are all Raven Guard, mostly, and then I've got some Mark III, so they're going to be painted up as Night Lords. I've already got a unit of Night Lords, so that in Mark VI, so they can get scattered around. But I want some Mark IIs for the Night Lords as well. But the Night Lords have all the tanks. I've got so many tanks. I've got Predators. I've got 2 Land Raiders. I've got Spartan. I've got Kratos. I've got a couple of Sicarans, Vindicator, a big like Spartan tank destroyer thing. So they can all go with the Night Lords because they're a bit more like terror tactics. And then I'm trying to do loads of infantry with the Raven Guard. But we do have, I have got a little bit of tank support with the Raven Guard as well. So we've got some Predators. For some reason I really like Volkite. I just like how Volkite looks. So this is like an entirely Volkite Predator. I just really like the Volkite weapons. So all the sergeants at the moment, there we go. All the sergeants at the moment have little Volkite pistols, which is quite cool, and they've all got weapons. Yo, Perps! How are you doing? So at the moment, the vehicles for the Night Lords are a Land Raider, a Deredeo, a Leviathan, a Predator, and a Drop Pod. Because I have a drop pod as well. I've got a drop pod, which I angled. I cut the base, stuck the base. I put the sanding disc on my lathe and stuck the base on the sanding disc, and filed it down so it's at an angle like that, so that when you put the base down, it's angled. And then I've got the one that's up there like that opens up. So I've got. That's quite cool. So that'll be a Raven Guard one. We'll paint that one at some point. That'll be dead easy. Volkite is pretty good anti-infantry as far as I know. Sneaky loyalist and sneaky traitor. Yes. Yeah. Well, it's been a year-long like story arc of me trying to find a Space Marine chapter. And the first Space Marine army I ever did was Raven Guard, because I like assassins and sneaky, stealthy stuff. So I kind of tried to just find a little bit more information and just kind of commit myself. And I like the Night Lords. I've already painted whenever Games Workshop sent anything through, I was like, oh, I'll paint that as Night Lords because I quite like Night Lords. So even the Legions Imperialis stuff got painted as Night Lords here and there. Oh dear, I've got something stuck in my throat. It's weird. There we go. I'm doing all the Raven Guard are going to be all Mark 6. Everything's going to be Mark 6, apart from I'm going to wait for them to do new Mark 4, and then I'm going to do some reconnaissance squads in Mark 4 because there's a really cool piece of artwork in one of the old black books of some Mark 4 Raven Guard reconnaissance squads, and they look super cool. So we're going to have 3 different kind of colours. Hey, Perps, how you doing?
Wise. Your first army is a 20k point Smurfs. Also fucking
lies,
music.
Lies.
Fuck.
It's absolute lies. It's absolute slander and lies. It's heretical, to be honest. So there's going to be three different colours in the Raven Guard army. This is the kind of the base black. So this is how the black is going to look base. Like the majority of the army is going to be this kind of black, which is it's basically based around Dark Reaper. So it's got a tiny little bit of bluey turquoise in there. And then we're going to have the Cataphracti and the Saturnine are going to be red. I might do like a Contemptor in dark red. I don't know. The Contemptors feel a bit more Raven Guardy to me, and they've got loads of Raven Guard insignia on them. So maybe the Dreadnoughts need to stay black. But then, so that's the second colour, and then the last one, like the reconnaissance units and maybe the Mordethan are going to be jet black, just like absolutely jet black. So here's one that is just got primer on it. So he's just got primer on it. So then you can tell the difference between like the bluey black and the jet black. So hopefully I should have those 3 different colours in the army, and it should look really, really, really cool. Right, Avian. Avian put a big long... And is this still... No, it is still... It is okay, right. Sorry, way back when they made Space Marine, the expansion to the OG Adeptus Titanicus, which was set in the Horus Heresy, they named the 20 Legions, without the 2 lost to time. And their Primarchs, if you read the original Index Astartes in White Dwarf, Corax went so emo after the heresy, he locked himself in the room when the Marines finally looked for him, and he was gone, with the cryptic Nevermore written in his room. But you are only allowed to use Volkite weapons if you can tell us what they are and how they work in the universe without looking it up. I haven't got a clue. Hi Purple. Wow, I did a wall of text. Something stuck in your throat. Is it the Ark of the Covenant? The missing Primarchs are Goku and Sonic the Hedgehog, and I won't be told otherwise. Thanks, I hate it. Considering how people get super serious, really, about lore when it started, out as satire, parody, farce, I will allow it. Yes, yeah. I love the origins of like Space Marines and the Horus Heresy and everything, and the fact that like because we were talking about this yesterday, weren't we? Like all the people who wrote 40k at the time were just like big, like English language nerds and geeks and things, and like they've got references to oh, what's the Night Lords one? The Night Lords is a reference. Can't remember the guy's name. He's an English author. And he wrote some books that are all kind of pulled. Yeah, Conrad Kurz. Also known as the basis for Apocalypse Now. Yes. Sheen is Martin Sheen, yeah. Volkite gets Tomb, that's what you need to know. How are you doing, Spike? I heard a theory that one of the Lost Primarchs would be the second Magnus as a contingency plan. All Primarchs are basically an alternate, like Kurz, Corax, Dawn, Purty. Oh, and then Magnus and Magnus, whatever. So yeah, I love the whole kind of starting point of the Horus Heresy and 40k and everything, and Lionel Johnson and all the authors and English poets and stuff that they draw references from. But then it's like it's treated like a historical war game, isn't it? So you've got all those references, and you have to sort of not particularly abide by them, but at least respect them when you make your decisions and choices to make the army. So it's cool. Yeah, yes, yes. My headcanon was one of the Primarchs said no to Daddy and got deleted. Said no to Daddy. Oh dear. Daddy, no! No, Daddy, no! And so there's one of the Mordethin that I've started converting. I'm going to repose a load of these. I'm going to do a kneeling one, so that's the kneeling one that I've got as reference. So that's a kneeling Space Marine from the Devastator set. So I'm going to cut up one of these and use this one as reference, so I can make that one. So that's going to be the Mordethin squad. That's the here's the starting point of the Mordethin Nemesis Bolter Pershaw. You might have seen that one on Blue Sky. I shared that one out on Blue Sky. I need to make the barrel a little bit longer, so this one's basically going to be the gun for the reconnaissance squad, and then the Mordethin squad we're going to make the barrel longer. Yeah, it's going to be out here somewhere. It's going to be like that because they're a bit more of a sniper rifle, aren't they? The Mordethins. That's going to be the reconnaissance squad. Bolter, I think, a bit closer to that, might make that barrel a tiny bit shorter for the reconnaissance squad. Anyway, the Games Workshop haven't done a new Mark IV kit yet, anyway, so we're still waiting for those. Anyway, the Raven Guard are all going to be Mark VI. They're all going to be nice and uniform and neat and tidy and everything, and then the Night Lords are going to be the opposite, with loads of different marks thrown into each unit and stuff like that. So, and I also got some Breacher. Shields, but I don't think Breachers are particularly Raven Guardy. So I'm not sure I'll make any of these as a Raven Guard, even though that would look really cool with the big like half Raven on it. It would look awesome, but I don't think Raven Guards feel like a breachery kind of unit. Note I read a lot of the books and I consider it Pulp Fiction, like I like to turn off my brain, not like high literature, but when I first started I had to disconnect with the lore and the books because they tend to make the protagonist relatable, if not heroic. Nemesis Bolter looks great, thank you per sure. I'm loving it at the moment. I'm loving it. It's really, really cool. I can't believe it's taken me this long to kind of thoroughly get into it, and seeing everything together as well, because I've got loads. I've got 30 Space Marines all kind of to this point, all based. Oh, that's so nice.
Probability factor of 1 to 1.
Oh, it's a teeny tiny.
We have normality. I repeat, we have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
I've got 10 Cataphracti as well, but I need to give some of these. Double lightning claws, I think. So I need to rip off some of the because you can give them double lightning claws, can't you? And that's a very kind of Raven Guardy thing, the double lightning claws. So I've only got one. I've only got one that I gave double lightning claws to. I want to do at least 5 with double lightning claws, and then the rest I'll give like lightning claw bolter, lightning claw flamer, stuff like that. I need to rip off some of these bolter arms and put the lightning claws on so we can double them up. These Tummers look cool, shame they aren't bigger. Yeah, that's why I've added a few rocks to them. They're not actually too bad. So if you look underneath there, you can see a little bit of milliput. So I've stuffed milliput into the hip joint just to rise them up a fraction, because this bit here, this hip armour here, and that waist armour, if you don't rise them up, they kind of overlap. So I've seen in the new books they've got new artwork for new Cataphracti, so we might be getting new Cataphracti at some point. So I thought I'd just raise it up just a fraction, because I don't think, if you look at them, I don't think they're small. I think they're about the right size, because like the guy, there's still got to be a Space Marine in here, hasn't there? So the only thing, hopefully they won't make them too big anyway, but the only thing that's going to change maybe between these and the new ones is they're just going to be like more posable and neater, and all these kind of all these castings are going to be better and more crisp, like they did with the Mark 6s and the Mark 3s and stuff like that. So I will imagine they'll embigger them at some point. I think if they make them slightly bigger, I think they'll only make them like slightly bigger, which hopefully that little bit of height that I've put in there might hopefully make them swappable, but we'll see. If I need to get more, then I need to get more. But yeah, I need to give more of them the twin lightning claws for starters anyway. So I need to snap some of these off and then put the lightning claws on. But they look cool. And then I've also got the Night Lords ones as well. So the Night Lords ones will be ready to go. I'm just building those up as well. Again, I've put these on because these ones are a little bit
What's the
smaller.
plan then?
Yo, Whiskey, how are you doing?
The pub.
Hopefully they will read this Mark 4. That's what I hope. I hope they do, because that's what I want to use for my reconnaissance squads. So I've put some half of the bolters. That one's actually leaning back a little bit. Half of the bolters I've given sniper little sights to, because that feels like a Raven Guardy thing. So I've got one unit with sights, one unit without. Is it wrong that I like the word embiggened? Hopefully they will redo Mark 4. Cataphracti models are pretty new, I think. They were in the second Ed starter box. They were in the second Ed starter box, but I think they were, because we had this conversation a while ago on the stream, because I thought they were a second Ed release, but they weren't. They were repurposed. But were they in the Calth box or something? I can't remember. I think it was Avian. I think it's Avian who knows all about it. I think they were in like the Calth box or something, and then they were used in the second Ed box as well to kind of like bulk it out a little bit. So I think they are quite old sculpts. I still think they kind of hold up. Whether they need to be embiggened in the same way as Saturnine, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. How are you, Whiskey? Teeny Tiny, how are you? I'm knackered today from helping. Yes! Manaringo was saying yesterday you were helping your friend pack up so that she could move. Painting Blood Angels, nice Raven Guard, pre-heresy. Thank you, Rum. How are you? Is it wrong that you like the word embiggen? No, not at all. Cataphracti are perfect Terminators in your opinion. I like the Cataphracti way more than I like the Tartarus. Even though Tartarus feel a bit more Raven Guardy in the lore, because they're the faster ones, aren't they? But Cataphracti, I think, with the Deliverer scheme, I think will look really, really cool. It's cool seeing the modifications effect without having to buy them to find out. It's cool seeing the modifications effect without having to buy them to find out. What do you mean modifications? Modifications of what? Oh, as in on the making the Terminator slightly taller. I think they look pretty good. And that's my quick converted Praetor. And he's got the Raven Talons. These are 3D printed ones, but I still think they look pretty cool. That you did, yeah, nice. Thank you, Manaringo. So he'll be painted up. So he's going to be painted. I'm going to paint him up on YouTube as well. So he'll be painted up for YouTube. This is my YouTube one for the for this scheme. So he's half of the way there, and then we need to paint obviously all the little feathers and the skulls and highlight the eyes, add some brown drips and things. Where's one that's done? There's one that's done. There's one that's got all the... Is it that one? Yeah, so he's got, if you look at him, he's got a little bit of kind of like staining and brown chipping on him and everything. Brown around the studs. Makes it a little bit more interesting. There's another one, look. Just got a few more brown drips. So yeah, does somebody want to explain how Volkite works then? Hey Ross, how you doing? Womble Marines, yeah, the Mark 6 are great. The Mark 6 are great. I'm kind of glad that they brought them back. I have ordered the. Oh, he's got blue eyes as well. I did another one with blue eyes. I thought I only did one with blue eyes. Yeah, I am glad they brought them back for the Raven Guard. I have ordered the custom heads, the Raven Guard heads with the slightly different helmets, because the helmets have got like the beaked peak, which is quite cool. So that should be quite good. Right, how is everybody? Choom, that's how Volkite works. Volkite, they choom. I like the Raven Guard S6s a lot, but favour my Nurgly boys. I like the big ass Raven Guard box set. The big ass Raven Guard box set? What's the big ass Raven Guard box set? For 40k, JJ? Hey, I'm creating a custom Khan action figure from the Kane Wrestler. 12 inch. Oh my word. That's nuts. You have to tag me. If you stick it on Instagram, make sure you tag me. If you're wondering how he eats and breathes and other science fact, then repeat to yourself, it's just a show. Wait, what? What are you on about, Avian? What have I missed, Avian? If you're wondering how he eats, who eats? Having a decent week so far. Nice. Oops, sorry for the link. Space, that sounds like fun. Yeah. So, this one will be on YouTube. The tutorial on this one will be on YouTube. And we'll get that one sorted out. Did you never watch Mystery Science Theatre 3000? No. No, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Mystery Science Theatre 3000. No, never heard of that. Right, let's get some of... we're going to go through and find the ones which need the edge highlighting done. That one does as well. So let's put the ones which are done over here. He definitely needs doing, because he needs the varnish over that. He needs doing, he needs doing, he doesn't need 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 doing, he needs doing, he doesn't need doing, he doesn't need doing. Does he need doing? Oh, he does need doing. Sorry, I was looking at that highlight. It looks like I'd already done him. He doesn't need doing, although it's really annoying. These bits keep snapping. I keep catching them. I'm going to have to cut that off down there, drill it, and put a new aerial in, I think. Because I keep catching them. Because I've got so little space here, and I've got things around which I've got to be careful of. So, he doesn't need doing. These two, oops. He doesn't need doing. He doesn't. So we're just doing like the tappy edge highlights and a few little highlights. He does need doing around the edge. He's finished. He needs his eyes redoing, because we're going with red eyes. Even though I posted on Blue Sky and you all voted for blue eyes on Blue Sky, you are all wrong. So I'm going red eyes. He needs doing, and he needs doing. So I need to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. So I just need to do 10. Oh, 11, because he needs doing as well. I'm glad I found a channel like this. Like and sub. Nice from space. Thank you very much. It's Muppets watching old movies or something. Wait, what is? Attempted an episode of that. I don't like it. Is it like Milliput? Is what like Milliput, JJ? I want to see some of the older chapters get focused. Flesh Eaters, Flesh Tearers, Crimson Fists. So they're not really the old chapters. They're the newer, Scouring chapters. So the second founding stuff. I personally don't own any Warhammer menus, but I've been following 40k for years, and I love how depth it is. Nice one, space. It was an old public TV show that showed old cheap B sci-fi movies and put a row of theatre seats with the showrunners' backs in silhouette at the bottom of the screen. They did quips and talked back at the movie. So it's like old school. What's that really annoying show on TV? Gogglebox. Didn't do anything for me, I'm afraid. It's hilarious. Got so popular it ended up as a comedy channel and sci-fi channel on cable. I own minis, dig the lore but do not play. Don't like the rule sets. Which rule sets? Because there's loads now. There's loads now. Horus Heresy and Old World are my, and Necromunda are my kind of favourites of the rule sets at the moment. 40k and Age of Sigmar. I can understand some people going there. Not really for me. Although, to be fair, I can see that with Old World and Horus Heresy as well. They're much more crunchy rules. Really crunchy rule sets. We need to do this guy as well. This guy is the guy for the top of... Where's that turret? This guy's for the top of the double las cannon turret. Oh, there it is. There we go. So there's a double las cannon turret, and then he sits on there like that. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Papanego, you like gross stuff. What's your favourite faction? Khorne. My favourite faction... Oh, I don't know. It's probably Tomb Kings. It's probably Tomb Kings. Out of everything, I've got a lot of history with Tomb Kings, so it's probably Tomb Kings. I'm not crazy up on the lore. I dropped out after the hardcover Road Trader book, and I only just picked up brushes again. Oh, nice one. Welcome back. Look at Chris trying to keep the discussion about models and 30k, 40k. What with the... hang on, it's Tom Servo. This chat is going quick today, guys. Chat is going quick. We've got some viewers on YouTube chattering away. We've got some viewers on Twitch chattering away. It's all happening. It's all happening. Right. Oh, I need to get some music on. Need to get some music on, don't we? That needs to go. There we go. Probably need to mix a fresh. Probably need to mix a fresh lot of that. So that is Dark Reaper with a little bit of pale grey blue. This is for the highlight. It's pale grey blue. Should be able to get a little bit. Rails. We have rails. We don't have rails. Hi viewers on YouTube. I can put the chat up on screen if you want to see what they're talking about. JJ, thank you for the sub. There will be, everybody who's watching on YouTube, there will be... Where's the chat box? There it is. There we go. Whoops. Stop moving that one. I need to move that. Thank you. Move those out of the way, and you can see the chat. There we go. There will be tutorial videos on how I've done this. So this one's going up on YouTube probably by the end of the week. I need to put some music on before Olivia starts shouting at me, don't I? Olivia, don't shout. Olivia, don't shout. That's too bright. Need some more Dark Reaper. back, scuff them up, done. We could all just open up YouTube as well and double your view account. You could, and you should. You should always double my view account on YouTube. Should always be doubling my view account on YouTube. Captain Mannering does that every stream. Captain Mannering's awesome. There we go, and then some Dark Reaper just when we need it. Ah, thank you, Spiky Boy. Dark Tide is a good tune. Dark Tide. Right, let's get music on. I'm too old to figure out watching on YouTube. Right. Music. There we go. Music is on. Okay, so exclamation mark brush if you want to try some of the brushes which I use, because they are fantastic. Okay, let's get some of this going. Move all of these out of the way. And then we can start here. Right, so this one we need that needs a coat of varnish. Attack in it. How's Chris benefiting in me calling him? Wait, what? Calling me what? He gets to bask in your glory and presence. That's why I love the 40k fan base. Every Warhammer fan I've ever met is super chill, regardless of faction. Super chill, super chill. Unless you're a Tau. Unless you're a Tau fan. Right. Alright, everyone, let's lock in. Sorry, Chris is like me. We carry the scars of the damned. I have a box of those guys. So Games Workshop sent me. They sent me. What did they send me? They sent me the Start Collecting box with the new Farsight in it. I think it was the new Farsight. So I built Farsight. Farsight's up behind me somewhere. He's there. And then I gave the rest of the box away to my friend. I was like, I don't want Tau in my room. I don't want Tau in my room. Thank you very much, Games Workshop, for sending it to me, but I don't want Tau in my room. But I did build and paint Farsight. Tau is bestest. No, Manneringo. Manneringo. Manneringo, no. The throne list is now all updated and everything, so you can now go to !throne. Even Tao mocked them. Raven butt wipers go cry in the corner. Oh my word. Do, 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 do. Tao's still very young, give him a chance to fall to Chaos. Chaos Tao. I wonder whether somebody must have done that by now. Somebody must have done a Chaos Tao army. Chaos Town. I wanted to do a Tau army with all robotic heads and robotic feet and just turn them into like an AI faction. That's what I was thinking about when I got that box set. It's like, oh, how do I make these interesting? So I was going to use like Mechanicus heads on them all. Anyway, it's all rather me. Fantasy and AOS is better than 40k and 30k. Oh, now there's a question. I tempted to agree. I am tempted to agree. I've always said that 40k/30k is what gets people into the hobby, and fantasy is what keeps people in the hobby. Maybe less so now with AOS. Yay!
I see that Christopher finally put the music on. Good.
Yes, Olivia. And I've also updated the throne list as well, Olivia, so you can do !throne now, Olivia. Oh, we got a raid! Hey, how are you doing, Commissar? How are you doing? How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. We are painting River God. Mute or Moot? Chaos Tau, how on earth could you tell the difference from normal Tau? I know, they'd both be boring, wouldn't they? It's still... Chaos Tower would still somehow manage to make themselves boring. They'd still somehow manage to make themselves boring. Penny stream is always a chill stream. It is. It is always a chill stream until everybody shouts at me for not knowing stuff. There's my throne list. Throne list has just popped up. I have updated that, so now you can contribute rather than having to grab a whole thing off Amazon. So if you want to contribute to the Age of Darkness book, you can do. If you want to contribute to the Raven Guard Stormbird, you can do. We like to bully Chris, and he seems to like it because he keeps streaming. I have to stream. Like, this is my job. If I don't stream, I don't get paid. So I don't have a choice in the matter. The fact that you all bully me and tease me, I just have to kind of like have therapy after the stream and deal with. It's due to the therapy bills from us. You need us all to be level 2 or 3 subs instead. Yeah, to pay for the therapy that you all cause. You are all responsible for. Yeah, you're awesome. There's another one done. It's super simple. There we go. Looking pretty good. Go in the done pile. Oh, let's do the other Vexilia. That's gorgeous. What's gorgeous? What, this? This has barely even started. But thank you. Try and keep all the details nice and fine to keep the scale going. Because if I put chunky, massive chips on this, it would mess up the scale and make it look wrong. So just gotta keep it nice and fine. So I need to decide how to paint the Vexillas. Remember, every Chaos God has good attributes. Khorne won't accept scores of the defenseless. Nurgle brings life and love. Whether it's death and decay, Tzeentch seeks high knowledge, and Slaanesh past Slaanesh. What's everybody up to today? Has there been any Warhammer community news today? I suppose we've got a rumour engine again, which... Boom. Nailing it! So we need to do the red eyes on all of these as well once we've finished this bit, because they are all going to have red eyes. I think the red eyes just look the best. Space, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crypt. Thank you for the YouTube subscription, dude. It's appreciated. Keep your eye out on YouTube for the tutorial on these. Should be quite a cool little video. I've got a couple of other videos that I need to do. I need to do one on a really short one on clipping things out of the sprue, because I've been asked to do one of those, and I need to do a short one about applying transfers as well. So those videos will be coming on the YouTube channel pretty soon. What brushes am I using? You can do you can't do exclamation mark brush because you're on YouTube. If you were in Twitch, you could do exclamation mark brush. Give me a second and I'll copy and paste it. Oh, no, that didn't work. There you go. They are fantastic. I use a size 0 most of the time. I'm currently using a size 1. Yeah, I use a size 0 most of the time. 90% of the time I'm using a size 0. I don't know why I'm using a size 1 today, actually. But even a size 1, you can see you're still getting tiny marks. You got a lurky lurk? No worries, Manaringo. Use 1 or 2 meds at a time. They hold lovely point, they do. For super fine details like eyes, I'll just use a pin. Oh, really? No, we've been painting the eyes with this one as well. Just it's all about the point. Like the point is okay. If you need lots of little marks, it's sometimes better to use a smaller brush. Because if I press a little bit too hard with this brush, then you get a large mark. It's just like unavoidable because it's a large bristle. So you've got to be right on it to know to press to get really small marks. Whereas if you had a smaller brush, then even if you did accidentally press a little bit harder, you'd still get like a small mark. But yeah, it's just about what size mark you want to make. He's looking pretty cool. There's another one done. We do need to dust this guy because he's a little bit dusty. Look, he's got some concrete on him. This is one of those bases that needs another coat of glue just to, because it's all falling off. Look. So that needs another coat of glue. Next. Are you painting today, teeny tiny? Teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. Oh, of course you're working, aren't you? Is work going okay? After yesterday's moving shenanigans. Maybe later, but not feeling amazing. Oh really? Oh no! Captain Battering. Teeny tiny needs some TLC. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. That's not good. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, sneezing easy. You got a self-inflicted meeting? No! It might be a feet up and telly kind of evening. Nice. What kind of telly? What kind of TV are you going to put on? What kind of TV is teeny tiny going to throw on? Don't know whether we're a little bit bright still on this highlight. Definitely need to get a mix of this done. I still think we're a touch bright compared to what we were doing yesterday. Just tippy tappy along here. It's been such a good one. Sewing Bee Final. It's been such a good one this year. That's the well, the sewing thing, right? Is that a celebrity one, or is that just general members of the public that are doing sewing? Just general sewing people. Cool. I was a bit stuck between the... They do a celebrity episode at Christmas. What's the sewing thing that they're doing this week then? They got to like sew a summer dress or something, or a winter cagoule. This week I would like you to sew a winter cagoule for me, so I can stay dry. No idea, we'll find out at 9. Oh, do you not know? It's not like next week we knit jumpers. Tune in next week to see how they manage a scarf. Find out at 9 o'clock. Is that a BBC thing or is that an ITV thing? Or a Channel 4 thing? Like which one is that? There's football on tonight, so I probably won't be watching the sewing bee. It's on BBC One. No knitting, hard to pull off a garment in a few hours. Oh, because it's got to be right. Okay, yeah. It's like you have 1 hour remaining. Then everybody frantically has to go and knit really quickly. You can't do it. Just knit, please. Lurk. Purpley Spark is on the lurk again. Purpley Spark is on the lurk again. Quick. Everybody can make Olivia say whatever they want. Value or a jumper is maybe 30 hours work. 30 hours. My auntie's got a sock knitting machine. Way more if it's small needles or complex. Oh, sorry, not painting on stream. Come on, Chris, wake up, be better. Must be better. I've knitted shawls that were probably hundreds of hours. I knitted a giant scarf for an X and a hat for an X. They weren't X's at the time I knitted them, of course. I did, the scarf was like a massive knit one, where you knit it with your arms or your wrists. It was really cool. I got some really kind of thick wool. One of my friends was like, "Oh, look how cool these are," because she was knitting them over in Canada, Canada land. I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I'll knit one of them for so and so." It was years ago. Chunky ones, yeah. She was knitting like chunky blankets, and then selling them to little like craft stores in Canada land. And I was like, that's really cool. I reckon I could knit a scarf. So I did. So yeah, Pershaw, where do you play Horus Heresy? And do you want a game? Do you want to teach me how to play Horus Heresy? Because I don't know whether you know this, but I have a 3,000 point Raven God army. The scarf was cool. I thought the scarf was cool. It was a big purple. It was a big purple scarf because their favourite colour was purple, obviously. I thought the scarf was cool.
Great. Focus. Focus. Focus.
Because for some reason I'm comfortable painting here. There we go. Thank you very much. Cheers, Spiky. Spiky boy, does whatever a spiky boy does. Left two brushes in the brush cleaner overnight. They are they're clean. Are there any bristles left on them? Have they got any bristles left? They're not synthetic. Okay, cool. Like putting that highlight on there. I've clearly forgotten with some of these. I like putting that highlight there. Just because it shows you thought about it. Yeah, there we have done that one. Not doing that one. Done that one. Right. Do I do any kit bashing? Yeah. Lots. There's loads on my YouTube. So yeah, loads of kit bashing, loads of sculpting. Loads of custom stuff. I like all that side very much. There's another one done. Get that one out of the way. Let's do this one. No sculpting individual feathers. Yeah, where's that guy? Oh, where is he? Find the individual feathers guy. Oh, is that him? I got him. There we go. Raven Guard. Lots of individual feathers. schedules this week. Oh, could somebody who's on both Twitter and YouTube just copy the Discord link? Could you just do an exclamation mark Discord and copy the Discord link, please, for Gypsy? Thank you. Just do an exclamation mark Discord in Twitch chat. Person making some terrain from XPS foam. Yeah, I need to make some for Trench Crusade, and also Horus Heresy. Cheers, Spiky boy. Thanks for calling me Gypsy, by the way. Everyone calls me Space. Maybe you should rename yourself Gypsy if you want to be called Gypsy. I didn't call you Space because I used to work with a guy called Space, Mr. Space McQuirk. Unless you are Space McQuirk, in which case, hey Space. It's not talk about cow elves. You just bought No Man's. What's No Man's? What's No Man's? What have you just bought? It's what one of the old No Man's Sky. Oh, okay. Never played it. I think I watched a few of my friends play it. Is that the one that was huge and like it was all generated as you flew around or something? Hey Nigma, how you doing, Nigma? Cookie, we're painting Raven Guard again today because Raven Guard are cool. Ordered a turntable as well, so at the end of my videos I can then put, once I've done this tutorial, I can then put like 4 or 5 on a turntable and do that spinny thing at the end of the video, which will be quite cool. Did I get a Meow Ying? I didn't know. No, I didn't get a Meow Ying. I only like the dragon's nice and all. If Games Workshop were going to send it, then I would have painted her. But I really like her herself rather than the dragon. Loving the paint jobs on seeing on socials. Yeah, that's the only downside to using this cement dust on the bases. You seem to get a lot of dust over the bottom, which is making them look quite bad. So I'm gonna have to really seal all this cement dust in, and then dust them really well. It's on my pile of future glorious inspiration in the far too many dragons to paint pile. Man, look at this. I haven't seen. I've completely forgotten to check this. Here's Hendy's baggage train. How cool's Hendy's baggage train? How cool is that? Big gyrocopter carrying a cannon. That's awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool, Henster. Hendy, if you're still in chat, that's awesome, dude. That's brilliant. I love this guy. It's like this way, that way, that way. Fantastic. That's getting a like. That's properly awesome. Oh look, he's got the chain around the hoops as well. Look. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Speaking of dragons to paint, Christopher, what's up with Smaug?
What's up with Smaug? There's nothing up with Smaug. Smaug is in the other room. Yeah, we need to get him out at some point, don't we? And throw some colour at him. We'll probably do him this kind of colour. Probably do him this kind of colour. Trying to get some colour variety on him. You've been playing NMS for like 8 or 9 years. Smaug is in the other room, nibbling on some biscuits and doing a crossword. He better not be nibbling on bloody biscuits. Dragon Guard instead of Raven Guard. Oh, don't, no, Perps, don't, no, because the Dragon Guard, that's a good point actually, the Dragon Guard are going to be the old world chaos marauder army that are dragon worshipping chaos marauder army for old world. That's what the dragon stuff is going to be, because we're going to do those 2 dragons, aren't we? Those 2 3D printed dragons. But yes, Smaug, I need to get a massive paintbrush. And do Smaug with some texture and stuff, which would be quite cool actually. We should do that. We should do that one day. Maybe one day in the next month or 2, we'll swap the lens on the camera. Get Smaug out and do like a big stippling session on him, and play around with some colour and stuff. Maybe, and then we can glaze some colours into the shadows. Yeah, that could be quite fun. Okay, next month or so. This just looks really cool though, doesn't it? Decided to subscribe to a $10 a month tribe. So I'm still waiting for Rescale to do a month where I'm like, yes, because then I'm going to subscribe to Rescale and then grab all the Dragon and Marauder stuff, models that I want. See, this needs all the dust on its face and everything. They did a 30 centimeter high demon lord. Oh wow, I have no idea it's that old. Use Smaug as a Helldrake for your Night Lords. Nah, I've got the Helldrake for my Night Lords. You've seen the Helldrake for my Night Lords, haven't you? Haven't you seen the Helldrake for my Night Lords? And Smaug will just be Smaug in Middle Earth. Like, that's the whole point of him. Like, I got him to use as Ancalagon, but use the Smaug rules for him. I just fell out with Middle Earth for a little bit. It's fine, I'll get back to it. Hey Chef, how you doing? JJ, I think it came out in 2016. Mount Elrond on Smaug. Oh dear, you have not? Give me a second. Give me a second. Sure. Oh god, the battery's gone. There we go. Night Lord's Helldrake. Move the wings forward so that he was swooping down. Gave him a tail, because all dragons need a tail. Night Lord's Helldrake. This side. That side I've started blacking in all the... But I need to redo this because all the blue, I don't like the blue in the end. The blue is too saturated. So that's the Night Lord's Helldrake. Let me change the battery. 1 second. And you can see a little bit of it on stream. It's not going to fit on stream because it's too big. But you'll get the idea. Night Lord's Helldrake. So move the wings, because you can pivot the wings. You can pivot the wings around here really well. So I pivoted the wings around here, cut all the wings up so that they were pointy forwards like that, and he's swooping down. And then I gave him a tail. The tail is from the Chaos Knight kit. So Games Workshop sent me the Chaos Knight kit, and I painted the shoulder pad on stream, didn't I? Remember when I painted the Night Lord shoulder pad on stream with the free-handed skull and the wings on it? This is the whip. It's a 3-part whip or something. Or maybe it's the tail actually. Maybe it's the tail from the Chaos Knight. But anyway, I gave the dragon a tail because all dragons need a tail. Yeah, there we go. It just looks cooler with him with the wings like out front, swooping down. So that's my Night Lord's Helldrake, which we will get round to at some point. Looking at a Fulgrim that was painted on TikTok, mind blown. That looks stupidly cool. Thank you very much, Spike. Back to Lurk. No, purples. Craving to play poker at night. Inventory 1 and 2. I keep getting YouTube shorts of it wanting to play it, be it was delisted on Steam. What? Hang on. Poker Night Inventory 1 and Poker Night Inventory 2. Is that what it is? There's my throne list as well. My throne list has just popped up in chat there, look. So if you'd like to support me in the stream further, feel free to check out my throne list. You can contribute to some of the things on there, including the new Horus Heresy, campaign book, and a Stormbird. So we want to paint a Raven Guard Stormbird, which would be really cool. Paint a Raven Guard Stormbird in these kind of colours. Poker Night 1 and 2, the dialogue with the characters like Heavy from Team Fortress or Claptrap in Borderlands. Wow, okay. Claptrap, what a name. Hey, what's your name? Claptrap. Oh, nice. What do you? I Claptraps. Oh, hang on, I've already got one ready to go. Getting distracted. Yeah, it's too bright, isn't it? I've made it a fraction too bright. I need to darken it down a bit. I am out of tea, so I need to go and make another cup of tea. Yeah, we do need tea. Everybody needs a tea. I also seem to have bitten my tongue during my sleep, so I've got a bit of a sore tongue. I'll still say green eyes would be better, but we all know my opinion of green. Sorry, we are doing red. We're going red. Red looks coolest. And the only downside to doing red is that the Night Lords are going to have red eyes as well. Should start getting ready for work. Is there across? Yes, there will be. Yeah, yeah, we'll stream tomorrow. Definitely streaming tomorrow. Right, so if you're heading off to work, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea, dude. So I will be back in a second. Won't be long. Everybody get up, have a stretch, go make yourself a cup of tea, and we'll see you back in 5. Whew. How you doing, Target? No, didn't fall in. Let's get that back on there. Right. How you doing, Target? Yeah, I've only got about another half an hour though, so. How's your day going, Target? Mr. Target Man. There we go. Coffee? No, didn't have a coffee. Not had a coffee. I've had a cup of tea. Right, that should be a better tone now. It was a bit too bright before. Might have to calm it down a fraction on a few of the other models. So just hit it with a glaze or two. Did he fall in? No, I didn't fall in. These just look fantastic. I'm absolutely in love with these guys. They're phenomenal. So good. They do take a while, but that's the best thing, right? Doing all this chipping, and then you've still got to like chip away the badges and stuff. How's your day going, Target? So far, okay, nice. Have you got any painting to do this evening? That's nice.
Hey, how you doing, Tobes? How are you, Toby Tobes?
Still not done yet. Disgraceful. Nice work. Thank you, Mort.
Yeah, they're coming together okay.
Yeah, I think I over highlighted some of them a little bit, so I might have to glaze those black a fraction. But that's okay. We can sort that out. Not bad, only 2 monsters and 5 dogs, and I'm basically ready for TSN. Oh, right, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? 2 monsters and 5 dogs, nice. Are those 2 monsters the spawn, or have you got something else? Nice one. it's my lovable beasties Mags and Goth. Mags and Goth. Still need to sort of baggage train and base my whole army. Yeah, I need to do a baggage train as well. I'm working on AOS Gobapalooza, but now I want to do Black Templar after watching it. Black Templar.
Well, thank you for hanging out and watching anyway. I'm going to make some dinner in a second. Yeah, I think this is the highest highlight I need. I don't need a... I think I could do... I might do that one with a slightly higher highlight, but then we're going to do him a bit more refined. Anyway... maybe like the front of the nose needs a sharp one. This is the last one. That looks like he's already been done. Oh no, he hasn't. Legs and things to do that. Really like the black armor, thank you very much. There's a tutorial coming out on YouTube in a few days for it. This is the one that we're doing on YouTube, so he's nearly done. He's nearly done. It really didn't take very long. As you'll see when you watch the vid.
Nice, I look forward to it. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, hope. I'm very excited. It's one of. I'm trying to do the video slightly differently to how I do all the other ones, or how I have done all the other ones. So, trying to, because I'm really excited about all this project and everything. So, yeah, that's definitely as high as you need to go for this black highlight, isn't it? I've over highlighted those ones. They're just too much. So I need to knock those back annoyingly. Which is fine. Right, there we go. I think that's everything, everybody. So the last thing we need to do is start doing some red eyes. If I can do the red eyes on them tonight, maybe glaze some of those ones back, which are a bit too bright, because that looks pretty good. I quite like that. That just needs finishing off. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Maybe a touch of pale grey blue. I put too much pale grey blue in. that highlight for the other 5 which I've done. I did 10 yesterday and they look really good, but that's just too much. Cool. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We can glaze all that back and then it will kind of calm it down. Right, everybody. I'm going to be live again tomorrow. Oh, I do like the 40k ones as well. 40k ones are going to look great. Yeah, right. I will be. I'll be on again tomorrow, guys. Same time. Gonna go and make some dinner. Do a little bit more recording on this one, and yeah, we'll see where we get to. Yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool. We need to highlight the metal. That needs a coat of varnish so we can do some brown around it. Fab. Right. See who's around. We'll try and raid into somebody. Have I decided on a list? No. No. Not yet. There we go. Just whatever's painted. No worries. See you later, Morton. Have a good one. See you later, everybody. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Have an awesome one. And catch you all later.